Hey guys, today I'm bringing you the story called The Death of a Wolverine. This came after the phenomenal success of Old Man Logan, and I'm sure many of you would have watched the movie Logan, which was a extraordinary hit in itself, right? So that actually led to multiple story arcs for the ones who know about it. That they went to Old Man Hawkeye, they even did a Old Man Hulk, right? Multiple storylines that came after because they found the concept to be working really well. And this is something which they started trying recently, where they show the death of some of the most famous characters in the comic world. We all know the death of Superman. It was one of the most biggest bestseller comic of all times, right? So this is where Marvel has ventured into it, and this talks about the death of one of my favorite characters, Wolverine, and the buck doesn't stop there, right? What I wanted to show you is this brilliant single issue which I got called The Death of Wolverine. A brilliant cover art, right? It's by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven, who are the main guys behind this. For the ones whom can see it, it's a foil cover art, right, with the X mark and the forest in the background. I hope you guys can enjoy the artwork as much as I do. Right now, jumping in, you see some classic panels here, right? This is also a double page spread, what you see on the left. And it continues to the last page, right? So it's a double page spread across the binding, but it also is shown here inside the book. It's part of the story. And let me just take you up and personal with this artwork, because I think you would really enjoy it. So guys, let's jump right into this beautiful cover art. I'm just giving you a bird's eye view of the whole thing, and then let's jump in to the sketches within, which I showed you just a sec before. I like this sketch as well, and this is actually a ad, but it's nice to see Rocket Raccoon with that jumbo gun with him, and then we jump into the story. If you go in, right, you will see that the first page. So this book is not just a story. I think it has some beautiful artwork within it. So it starts off with Logan, in an old cabin. He's just leaning on it, and he's, as you can see, he's bleeding from all over his body, right? To give you a context, this is a story in which Logan or Wolverine doesn't have the healing powers anymore. That has deserted him, and that is the reason why he's vulnerable. I think there is a virus attack he had some time back, 6 months back or something, and that has completely taken away his healing powers, right? And that's from where the story kickstarts. And it's good that in the next couple of pages it quickly tells you how Logan has been trying to reach out to different heroes in the Marvel universe to try and get a cure. So Reed Richards mentions to him that he will try to get it done so that he can bring his healing powers back, right? But he tells him that strictly, until then, take care, right? Don't get into trouble, and try not to pop his claws open, because that will create a lot of problems and other infections for him. Well, that was the past. We know Wolverine, the man he is, he cannot stay away from the trouble, and he has to use his claws, right? I like the way the story is structured. The way it quickly jumps and moves pretty fast, right? There's some conversation with the bartender that's happening here. I like this. If you zoom into this bottle, it shows that it's Canadian whiskey. That talks about that he is in Canada. Of course, he's called as the first Canadian superhero, right? When he was, I still remember the cover page of his launch, where he was called the first Canadian superhero. And then we come to know that there are some bounties on his head, and there are a lot of killers who's coming after him, knowing that he doesn't have his superpowers anymore. So essentially the story is kind of like leading to us to where the name of the book itself is suggesting, the death of Wolverine. But the best part itself is the story is pretty interesting, and I just can't wait to get the trade paperback for this one, right, and to read this entire story. I'll just wanted to show you this final piece of action very clearly, right? This is some brilliant artwork that shows, I mean, here, right? And it ends up with this page. Of course, that is Sabretooth with Miss Viper. She's the person who's put the bounty on his head, right? That's where it ends. Great cover art and sketches, which is a nice touch, right? So half of the book is filled with sketches on why and what the writer was thinking and how the artist executed it, and then it has some interviews. It jumps into some past history of Wolverine, the character. So simply for all these reasons, I just love this book. For those of you who don't know, this is the cover art image of when Wolverine was launched, his first appearance, and it calls very clearly here, right? He is here the world's first and greatest Canadian superhero. Right, that's where it all started, and it takes you through the interview with Mr. Len Wein, who was the co-creator of Wolverine back in the day, right? So it has few pages of all the history of Wolverine, him talking about what was some of the best stories of Wolverine, etc. And it again jumps into some of the artwork, which is simply brilliant. It's a collector's book for sure. So anybody who's a fan of Wolverine, I think definite pick up, no question. So I think that's where I leave you. So that's where it ends. Hope you guys like this book and recommend it from me to go and pick it up. Thanks for watching.